A few moments ago we completed day 2 of the PSI FEI European Jumping Championships, and what a fantastic second day it has been. Steve, it's been top draw stuff, hasn't it?
Absolutely. It was a brilliant first round of the team jumping competition. The first day is always a bit lengthy, the speed leg. The first round of the Nations Cup, the team jumping competition, can be a bit lengthy as well. You know, there are some horses there that struggle a little bit with it. But when we got into the second half, you know, the top 10 teams, which will be again with tomorrow, it was riveting stuff. It was brilliant jumping, one of the best I've ever seen.
How close is it at the top?
3 teams covered by the first 3 teams, Britain, Switzerland and France, all covered by one fence. And the next 3, which are Germany, Sweden and Netherlands, they're covered by one fence as well. So it's very close. It's going to be very big tomorrow. One fence is no huge margin. It's an advantage, obviously, to have one fence buffer. But, you know, it's not insurmountable that the teams that are 1 or 2 fences behind could conceivably come up and win it. I think, for me, the most solid performance was Switzerland, because all 4 of them jumped clear. It was a brilliant performance. OK, Pierschwitzer just had 1 title, which is nothing. But the rest of them, including himself, all fences-wise, jumped clear rounds. That was consistency. A lot of the other teams have had faults. You know, Britain, for example, have had 112 faulter, but with 3 other brilliant clears. Switzerland, as I said, were absolutely brilliant, all fault-free. France, you see Kevin Stout, a couple of fences down, surprisingly, and 2 4-faulters from them as well. That's not consistently good, not like the Swiss. They would be my tip at the moment on today's performance, but anything can happen. It'll be another very good leg tomorrow.
Now, Ben Mayer still on the top of the individual list, and that's very tight as well, isn't it?
That's very tight, you know. There's 13 horses covered by one fence, and then another 14 covered by another fence. So even the 27th horse is no more than 2 fences off winning it or off the lead. So anything can happen with that as well. And again, of course, it's an advantage to be a fence or so in front, or to be in the top 13 that are covered by one fence, because they're only 1 pole away from each other. So it will be a blistering competition tomorrow, and it'll be edge of your seat stuff.
Well, just going back to the teams, of course, the last significant rider that came in was for Great Britain, was the Olympic team gold medalist Scott Brash. A lot of pressure on young shoulders.
You wouldn't have thought he had the pressure. It was Johnny Cool, wasn't he? And I expected him to be that. He jumped a couple of brilliant rounds in his last Nations Cup, 2 clear rounds. He reproduced it again today under, as you say, extreme pressure, and put the team in front, put Great Britain top of the pile at the moment, looking good for them. But, you know, I hate having to say this, Will Funnell's horse had a bit of a blip of a round today. He had 3 down, you know. So, you know, he's going to have to raise his game a little bit tomorrow. But the other 3 jumped brilliant clear rounds.
Let's have a quick look at Scott Brash's round on Hello Sanctus.
Oh, this is good stuff, isn't it? I was actually thinking, you know, we often see good competitions, but do they get any better than the culmination, than the climax of this competition?
No. This sort of Olympic Games, you know. It's a canny ride here from this man. He's a talent, isn't he? From Scotland, 2 fences to keep the lead.
1 to go
at the moment. Time is all right, and he's jumped it. That's a smashing round there for Scott Brash from Scotland, and the British team hopes are still high.
For sure, we needed another clear round, and it was important. So yeah, but you just got to do what you've got to do. You know, you got to go and try your best and just beat the course. Really, that's what you've got to do.
So that concludes the second and a very action-packed day of jumping. Tomorrow, the last part of the team competition, that starts at 1800 hours live here on FEI TV. That's Central European Summertime. At the moment, the dressage has got underway, and so has the para-dressage. All of that will be available on FEI TV, some of it live, some of it on video on demand. So do join us tomorrow. Steve, thank you very much indeed for your input. So join Steve and I at 1800 hours Central European Summertime tomorrow for the conclusion of the FEI European Championship team competition. you.